then only they should be releasing in the market. Because if they roughly make something, manufacture it without proper testing and deliver it in the market, the product may not work as expected. That is why they will create the manufacture the mobile, that is called development. So we'll write the program, that is called development coding. Then we'll do unit testing, means if I am writing the program, I will run some tests. So in MATSE, whenever you write a program, suppose you have written a program to copy the even numbers from an input file to output file, only the even numbers. What you will do, you will first write the program. Okay, that is the development that you have done. Then what you will do, you will test it. You will compile it first of all, then you will test the program to check whether the even numbers are getting copied in the output file or not. For that, you have to create an input file. There you will keep some 100 records, and then you will run the program to check in the output file second, fourth, sixth, eighth, like that even records should be present. That is only called unit testing in real time. That only will do. Whenever there is a requirement, first of all you will write the program, that is the coding part. Then you will, as per the program, as per the code of the program, if the program is reading an input file and loading data into table, then you have to create an input file. You have to run the program and you have to check the output in the table whether perfectly it is loaded or not. If in the program you are reading something and deleting something from the table, then you have to read the file, you have to process the file, and you have to finally check whether the data is deleted or not. Like that, whatever your program is doing, you have to test it that way. That is only called unit testing. Okay, so whatever you have done in MATSE, that is part of your development unit, coding and unit testing. Now the MI mobile, which is sorry, the iPhone which is created, so the unit testing, the first part of testing is fine. Now that same mobile will be tested by some other people to check whether the functionalities are properly working or not, because you cannot trust only one group or one person. The with the testing, whenever someone says that okay, it is working fine, you cannot trust. So if multiple groups or multiple people are saying that this product is working fine, then you can trust okay, it may be working fine, because everyone is saying. Same iPhone mobile now will be tested by some other team. Similarly, same our code program will be tested in testing region by the testing people. Now testing server and development server is different. These two servers are different. This different mainframe server, this is a different mainframe server, this is a different server, this is a different server. There are four servers present. Now whatever is present in your development server is not present in testing server. The program that you have written in development server in a library will not be present in testing. In testing, you have to log in separately. There will be a separate URL for development. There will be separate URL for testing, for UAT, for production. There will be separate URLs. When the server only is different, in the server in the memory we keep all our codes and everything in the storage. When the server is only different, how will the program which is present in development server will be present in testing? It will not be. For that, we have to move the program from development server to test server before this testing. So how will we move that? This is not a normal move that copy something, copy, give CO in front of the program name and copy to some other library. It is not. It is server to server move. That is a different thing. For that, we need a version control tool. It is called version control tool. So there are some mainframe tools with the help of which we move the elements. It may be a program, it may be a JCL, it may be a proc, it may be a control card, it may be a copybook, it may be anything. Whatever coding you have done, everything can be moved with the help of version control tool from one region to another region. Now, after you move it to testing region, it will be tested in testing region. If it is fine, you have to again move the same component or program or whatever. Component means it can be a program, can be a JCL, can be a proc, anything. Any coding is called a component. It will be again moved with version control tool to UAT region. Similarly, your iPhone mobile will also be tested by some other people. Now UAT region is a region which is called user acceptance testing. Here, who will test the program? The end users, the actual customers who are the recipients of production region. In production region, for whom we are writing this program, for the end customers, okay, who are doing business with Society General or any other company, Standard Chartered or IBM or any other client. Okay, wherever I am working or you are working, the customers or users are there. For them only we are creating a software or creating a product. So they will only check it in production. So before production in UAT, they will only check whether this functionality that we have written, the program that we have written, is working fine or not in UAT. UAT is the exactly same as production. It is the exact replica of production region. So just before delivering something to production, we have to test it in UAT to check how this program will behave in production if it is delivered by testing
Sir,
it
who
in UAT.
will check in UAT region?
Here generally the users should test themselves, okay? If but users don't know mainframe backend things. They don't know mainframe files, nothing. If it is about online screens, then they can test. If it's a CICS screen, then they can put some input in the screen and they can check the results. That is, and they will be satisfied, okay, this is the new feature, we are seeing a different screen or different options. That thing they can check. But if it is a mainframe thing, like backend thing where they have to send file, they have to check data in files or tables, that they are not technical people, they will not be able to do that. So on behalf of them, either product owner or business analyst will do this UAT testing. If it is a backend thing like table related, job related, COBOL program related. But if it's a CICS screen related thing, then they can only test. Because CICS screen, what they have to do, they have to put some input in the CS screen, they have to run, and on the screen only they will see the output. So before the screen was something else, now the output is coming as something else because you might have done something in the screen. So if it is online, the users only can test. If it is batch, users can't test. On behalf of them, product owner or business analyst will do. Similarly, for iPhone mobile also, some other team will do. Who will be the other team? Some people from the customers. iPhone, before releasing the mobile in the market, will call some people from the market only. Suppose they will call me or some of my friends to check whether I am happy with the mobile or not. If I buy the mobile tomorrow and start using that, whether I'll be happy with the functionalities of the mobile or not if I buy it tomorrow. That is why they will bring end users. That is called user acceptance. Similar concept in IT industry also, in projects also, we do the same thing. We test the program by users who will use it in production, and if they say that okay, it is fine, that means they will be satisfied. So we'll move the item again to production. Then they will be able to see the live data in production. So this is why we do have to do the deployment, release, delivery, many things, many names it has. Now, how will you do the deployment? That is the thing. So we have a tool called version control tool. So there's a most popular tool which is called Endeavor. This is the most popular tool. Okay, Endeavor. There is Changeman. So we had a tool called LCM. So like this, there are few tools, but Endeavor is the most used. Changeman is little less than Endeavor. It is used little less than Endeavor in many projects, but Endeavor is the most used. It is used in most of the projects. It is cost effective. First of all, whoever is the, I think Endeavor is created by Endeavor is a BMC tool. I think BMC company created Endeavor. So it is cost effective. That is why most of the companies use Endeavor, and the process is also very easy. Now, listen to this carefully. How will you deliver something with the help of Endeavor? So, why is it called version control tool? Imagine a program was written in 1990. Okay, a program was written in 1990, a COBOL program. In 1990, someone wrote the program and he delivered that to production region. It is running in production. Okay, so that was the first version of the program. Suppose V001. Now the same on the same program, some changes were done, some enhancements were done in 1993. Again, after doing the enhancement, the same program was delivered to production again. So it is the second version. It is V102. Then again in 2000, some other changes were done on the program, and third version was created, and this version was also delivered to production. Like this, on a single program, many times enhancements happen. Enhancements means changing something in the program, either adding some new code or removing some existing code, adding new business logics. So that is called enhancement. So whenever you do some enhancement on an existing program, so the new version will be generated, because you are working on a requirement, you are doing something, you have to deliver to production. Now this new version has the old code as well as the new code also, whatever you have changed, or you may not have the old code, so you may have deleted also because of the requirement. Whatever the requirement is, based on that you have changed. Now new version of this is running in production. After that, in 2000 also, you have created another version by adding some new code, and you have delivered it to production. Now there are three versions of this program. Now, how where do you think you should keep these versions? If you keep it, for example, in matac dot cobol dot source lib, for example, this is your library in real time, this is your library. So this library will be present in development region. Okay, so whatever libraries will be created will be present in development region, not in production. In matac, whatever you have done, that is completely same as development region in real time environment. That is not production or anything, that is development environment. You can relate that with development. In real time also, whenever you get job, if your project name is abc, your library name will be like this, abc.cobol.sourcelib. So this will be present in dev region. So in dev region you cannot keep all three versions. And also, even if you keep all three versions with different names, you never know, someone might have changed something in the code, because this is development library, anything, anyone can do any changes. Someone by mistake might have opened a program, and he might have added display statement, he might have deleted some statement for his own testing or anything. He might have tried to do something. So you cannot trust these development libraries. You cannot trust, because these are libraries which you can open, and you can edit the members, you can write the code, you can change the code. Now, where do you think you should keep these versions? So there are always version control tools in every project, not only in mainframe. In every technology, if you go, there will be version control tools where all the versions will be kept safely. No one can edit, no one can change anything in these versions whenever it is kept in version control tool. That is how it is saved. In version control tool, it is only browse or read. It is there only in browse or read only mode. No one can edit or change anything. That is why all of your programs, all of your jcls, all of your procs, all of your control cards, all of your copy books, all the versions of all the components are present in version control tool in your project. If your project has a version control tool, if your project has 50 programs, each program has five versions, then 250 programs will be present in the version control tool. Similarly, for it goes for the jcls also. For all components, all the versions are present in version control tools. This is where it is safe. In dev library it is not safe, because someone might delete also it someday by mistake. That is why version control tool is very much required, and it is essential in each and every technology, each and every project. Now, if just imagine, if you have to write a program from scratch means from beginning. Okay, then what is the process? First of all, how you do in matac, same way you will do it in dev library. Suppose here in this library you will create a program, you will give a name, and you will write the program. Okay, it is done. Second part will be your unit testing. You will test you will create a file, you will do the unit testing. Third part, what is the third part? So your program is written also, and unit testing is done also. Now you have to move it to testing region, because someone else will also test. Now move it to testing region. Move it to testing region. How will you move that? So in this region only this endeavor thing will come. Okay, so first of all, you need to create a package in dev region. Package means